This is going to be just a brief caveat to let anyone know that if you are squeamish and you are under the age of 18, please do not listen to this video or watch it. There will be actual crime scene photos and pictures of an actual human brain. As for this picture of the Crowley family, I just love it. I think it shows their fun side, their fun-loving side, and just what a great family they were. Hi YouTube, it's Michele. We're gonna just do a video today to help others understand. I've received several emails asking for more clarification on the blunt force trauma. Someone had sent me an email, actually a few people did, and said that they had heard that this was not blunt force trauma, but instead brain matter. And that this was the inside of the skull. Now, I know I said the last time I couldn't tell for sure, because, we really don't know. But if we're going to go by process of elimination and, here's the top part with all the damage. And here we see the skin right here, if you're following the cursor. And this is the, inside. This would be underneath the skin. This would be the top of the skin. So this very well could be the outside of the skull and not the inside, because like I said, you see clearly right here where it's skin, and then you see the inside of the skin here. And then since we're in this area right here, look at this. This is what I am talking about. This right here has been cut off. This is a straight line. This has not been done. And when I say not ripped, pulled, torn by a dog, this is cut. And you see these straight lines over here. Now let's get on with the rest of the video and let's show you the patterns. This here is an artifact. This, you see like a triangle type thing with either a square inside. And if you notice, you'll see like a round indentation right here. And then let's look here. This is where I was talking about it looks like a six-sided socket. And over here, we'll try to get closer, see if you can look. If you see that, this pattern indicates like a 12-sided socket. And this is more consistent, this area right here is more consistent with a ratchet. Now, I'm not saying these were the actual tools used. I'm saying it is consistent with. You can see the patterns right here. Let me pull up another photo for you. Maybe this one will be better. And we'll get a closer view of that. Here, you can actually see this a little bit better. But the other one, there on this particular filter, it's kind of all blended together. But you can definitely see the pattern here. You can see a defect there, and you can see a pattern here. So what, 1, 2, 3, 4, like five or six sided with like a square and maybe a circle in the middle of that one. And let's pull up this photo. This is the same photo, but with a different filter. And again, you can pull out the details a little bit better on this. And look at this one. This could be multiple hits. Is this the actual pattern with multiple hits? Or was it something circular? I don't know. All I know is this is a defect. Now, is this one of the natural holes in the skull, or is it also a defect? Don't know. But this entire area right here is the six-sided again. All of these areas, and here, right here, you can see the pattern again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you see right here, like a square with a diamond shape in the middle. These are patterns. This is not normal artifact you would find on a skull, any way, shape, or form. These are impressions from some type of blunt force trauma, and there are multiple impacts. And if you look here, you see kind of where the skull starts to indent. And let's pull up this one. And here we're going back here, where you can actually see, look, you follow that pattern. And in here, when they told me that they were told it was brain matter, here's a brain. I think enough said. We know it's not a brain. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue here. And on this one, we're going to show you what the top of a skull looks like. As you can see, it is very smooth. Let's see if we can get another. Now let's look at that. Smooth. You do not see any indentations like we see over here. Oops, wrong one. Let's do this one. So as you can tell, these are impression marks from a blunt force trauma. Now, they were also stating, as we were talking about earlier, about how this was supposed to be brain matter. This is David's autopsy report. And when we go down and we will read directly from the autopsy report, it states, absence of the brain apart from scant liquefied material. There was no brain, so they couldn't find one. And again, let's go here. Here we go, brain, skull, brain, skull, I mean. So we definitely know that that is not brain matter. What you are looking at is blunt force trauma. And let's look at the depressed skull fracture. Here you can see where there's like round indentations. And when we look here, you can see where it's like a little bit around here. And this roundness, I don't know if this is due to the whatever tool was used, or if that's also a depressed fracture of the skull. Don't know. But we do know that here's a long fracture right here. Very long fracture. That is not normal right there. So that entire line is not normal. So hopefully that will help you guys understand a little bit better. Again, as you can see, there's a pattern here, and you see the pattern here. You see a pattern here, and a pattern here. One here. There's a depression mark in the skull there, as well as this really weird, that's not normal. I don't even know what that is. See an impact here. See impact here. All of this, multiple impacts, as well as the being cut away. Again, this is the inside. This is the outside of the skin being cut away. Look at those straight edges. There was a knife at the scene found right next to David. You have straight edges on a skull piece that has been removed, and it was not investigated. So hopefully that explains a little bit better, and you guys will understand now how this is not brain matter. Again, one last time. Here's your brain. Here's the skull. And depressed skull fracture. Let's look at these tools again. You can see the patterns are very similar with what is on this skull. And again, this is more consistent, I believe, with a ratchet type of tool, and or also an Allen wrench. And I know somebody made a comment. This is what cracks me up. It's like, you guys need to study your tools a little better. Allen wrenches can come in very big sizes. They can actually have a handle 6 to 7 inches long, plenty big enough for someone to take and hit somebody in the head with. They're not just the little teeny tiny things that you see that you put, a shelf together with. They come in multiple sizes. So before you go around making snide comments, please understand that you might not know every tool out there on the market, just like I don't. So you have to do your research. And any other questions, please feel free to leave them or send me an email. And also I want to say thank you so much to Lori. She has gotten the signatures for the petition up to almost 760. And this is all by this girl's work alone. She has just done a fantastic job. So I want another huge shout out to Lori. And the petition link will be below in the description box. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to write. And again, hopefully this answers more. Thanks.